We're doing our presentation over rocks and minerals. My name is Corrigan Talbert.
LaChasia Alexander.
Jada Harris.
Trayvon Perry.
And Devian Cooper.
Minerals. What is a mineral? A mineral is a natural occurring inorganic solid element or compound with a crystalline structure. Minerals cannot be synthetic, and the atoms in minerals must be arranged in a regular, repeating pattern. The difference between a rock and a mineral is a mineral has one specific chemical composition, and a rock can be a number of different minerals or mineraloids. There are two different types of minerals, silicates and non-silicates. Silicates are minerals composed of silicate groups. They have highly complex structures, and they can be divided into four major groups: isolated tehedra, chains of tehedra, sheets, and framework. And then there's non-silicates. Non-silicates are minerals that do not contain silicate groups. They have less complex structures, and they can be found in 6 different types: oxides, sulfides, sulfates, halides, phosphates, and carbonates.
Alright, there are 6 physical properties of minerals. Color, which is an obvious characteristic and is not very useful for identification. An example of color is right here. Then you have streak, which is a more consistent in color. So it's the color of mineral when it's finely powdered, which is a mineral and they're scratching it, which means it's finely powdered. And then you have hardness, which is resistance to scratching, and they use Mohs hardness scale. Cleavage, which is the tendency of minerals to break along smooth planes. Fracture, if a mineral does not have a well-defined zone of weakness, it shows fracture. Luster is the way minerals reflect light, which is the shininess of a mineral. As you can see, these are all examples, and last but not least, we have density, which is mass over volume.
Some facts about minerals are coal and amber are not minerals. Many people think they are. Steel is not a mineral because it is made of iron and carbon. There are over 4,000 minerals, and diamonds are the hardest substance on Earth, but not in the universe.
Rocks are defined as aggregation of one or more minerals, but these rocks are experiencing lithification, which is the creation of more rocks. And in lithification, loose sand grains and other things are deposited into open pore spaces, and then a force called overburden force compacts the sand into a tighter arrangement. And after this, the groundwater that's around seeps into the pores and binds the sand into rock sandstone. And as a result, you get a new texture that cements the rocks that are in this aggregation into one solid aggregation.
Rocks. There are 3 different types of rocks. They're sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous. A sedimentary rock are rocks that are formed by the deposition and the subsequent cementation of the mineral or organic particles of the floor of the ocean or other bodies of water in the Earth's surface. A metamorphic rock is a rock that is changed over extreme heat or pressure. An igneous rock are rocks that are formed by cooling and the solidification of magma or lava. And there are 3 different types of rocks right there.
These are the 3 examples.
So with the rock cycle, it's the concept of continually changing rocks through time. It's the repetitive geologic process that produces new rocks from old ones. Basically, igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic rocks, it shows them at their present but temporary stage. And any rock has gone through multiple transformation through the rock cycle. And looking at the chart, you can see, depending on what kind of pressure is applied, so let's say heat and pressure is applied to an igneous rock, it'll become metamorphic. And if sediments undergo lithification, then they become sedimentary rocks. So going from there, it just shows how the rock cycle produces new rocks from old ones.
Now the lecture wouldn't be a lecture if I didn't ask you guys some questions. So I have 4 questions for you guys, and I want you to choose the best answer. So the first question is, what are the 3 types of rocks? Is it A, igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic, B, weathering, erosion, transportation, or C, summer, winter, and fall? Number 2, what is the least used physical property of minerals? Is it A, color, B, streak, or C, fracture? Number 3, what is a mineral? A, a rock, B, the sun, or C, a naturally occurring inorganic solid element or compound with a crystallized structure? Number 4, how many physical properties of minerals are there? Is it A, 5, B, 7, or C, 6? For number 1, if you chose A, your answer is correct. It is igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. For number 2, if you chose color, you are correct. That is the least used physical properties of minerals. Number 3, if you chose C for what is a mineral, your answer is correct. It is a naturally occurring inorganic solid element or compound with a crystallized structure. Number 4, if you chose C for 6, your answer is correct. We have 6 physical properties of minerals. Thank you for watching, and can't wait for the next lesson.